This episode is brought to you by SD Sober Living. If you or someone you know needs a safe, supportive recovery home, then reach out to SD Sober Living at www.sdsoberliving.org or call 619-334-9869. That's 619-334-9869. Come get some fuck fentanyl and some San Diego recovery at SD Sober Living. Hey everyone, I want to take a moment to talk about something really important, mental health and addiction. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health or drug addiction, especially if they're facing chronic relapses or have a history of bouncing in and out of treatment centers, I want to recommend Baja Rehab. Baja is a premier lockdown treatment center located just 45 minutes from the San Diego border in beautiful Mexico. I've had the opportunity to visit their facility, and I can tell you firsthand, it's not only stunning, but also equipped with everything needed for recovery. They offer comprehensive medical detox and have a dedicated team of drug counselors and specialized therapists. If you are ready to take the first step towards healing, call Shalom, the intake director, at 619-855-6368. That's 619-855-6368. Your loved ones deserve a second chance, so don't wait until it's too late. Reach out to Baja Rehab today. Looking for your next new tattoo? Visit My Addiction Tattoo, where art meets passion. Our talented artists specialize in custom designs tailored just for you, ensuring each piece is as unique as your story. From your vibrant colors to intricate black and gray work, we bring your vision to life in a safe, welcoming environment. Plus, we prioritize hygiene and professionalism every step of the way. Book your consultation today, and let's create something incredible together. Visit us on Instagram at My Addiction Tattoo or call 858-352-6416. That is 858-352-6416. Or stop by at the shop at 3742 Mission Boulevard, San Diego, California, 92109. Nobody reps fuck fentanyl like My Addiction Tattoo. Yeah. That's right. What's that song called?
It doesn't even have a name yet, bro. It's just,
really?
Yeah, it's not released yet.
Oh, shit.
I might call it Fuck Fentanyl. Gee, shit.
Damn. Okay, yeah, call it fuck fentanyl.
Damn, is that shit loud, bro? It's extra loud.
It's a little bit. I can turn it down a little bit.
Be blowing out these people's eardrums and shit.
All right. My name is Luis Romero, and I'm the Fuck Fentanyl guy, and this is the Fuck Fentanyl podcast. I got my homie Nico on. What's up?
What up, G?
Hey. What's your stage name?
ggneeks.
ggneeks. Oh, like your Instagram?
Yeah.
Ah, cool, dude. That's cool. How long you been doing music for?
Fuck. I probably started making music like 2015, 2016 and shit.
Oh, no shit. Like 10 years.
Damn. It feels whack to say that.
Yeah.
I never blew up. But yeah, no, I actually started making music when I got sober. We'll get into it probably.
Okay,
okay. I got sober when I was 17 in Houston, Texas, and I met a buddy of mine, Harmony. Rest in peace. He died.
Oh, man.
OD,
R.I.P.
rest in peace, Harmony the Kid. Love you, gang. But yeah, he made music and had a studio in his apartment.
Oh, no shit.
And growing up, I always we freestyled and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking around. And he would throw me in there and we'd freestyle. And then, I started recording music with him for fun. And it grew into something bigger for a while. And then I started getting high again and stopped making music.
Oh, well, that happens too.
And now I'm sober again. Started to make music again.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck
Hell yeah. So, did you grow up here in San Diego?
Yeah, North County, Encinitas.
Oh, Encinitas.
Yeah, I was born Scripps, Santa Fe.
No shit.
Encinitas, yes sir. Grew up over there. Fucking all North County though. Really, I grew up skating and shit. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we would just be all over the place. Oceanside, fucking Vista.
Yeah.
Mobbing it. Carlsbad. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. So when did drugs and alcohol become in the picture for you, sir?
Damn, young, bro.
Young.
I started smoking tree. First time I ever smoked weed. I was 8.
8, okay.
Fucking baby.
Yeah. That is really young, dude.
Yeah. Well, I grew up because of skateboarding. Like I just was around a lot of older
people.
It is
part of the.
Yeah, it was definitely a part of the culture.
Absolutely.
But like I think my like group of homies in general, you know, they were like a local skate crew.
Shout
out RC, baby.
Shout out
Rat Crew, yeah. But yeah, they were fucking legends in the town I grew up in. Looked up to them so much.
Yeah.
You know, they were like they were older brothers, bro. But
yeah,
you know, I think I ended up smoking bud one time. 8 years old. Didn't get high. I remember that.
You didn't?
No, I didn't get stoned, bro. I remember it like, dude, I remember it so descriptively.
You just took a couple drags, or was it just like...
It was out of a bubbler.
Oh,
if there's any OGs that, you know, JBD, Jerome Baker Designs.
Oh.
The OG glass.
Damn.
The OG glass with like the warts and all this crazy shit.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, my homie would collect like crazy glass and shit. And like, I swear it was like a bubbler that they passed around and I hit it.
And you hit it and did nothing.
I hit it twice, yeah. And then like... You know, I got kicked out of the room. Like, get Baby Neeks out of here. What the fuck? Yeah. They called me Baby Neeks. Like, what the fuck? Baby Neeks is in here. Hell no. Get Baby Neeks out.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. And, yeah, I didn't get high, but it definitely, like, it sparked that.
Did it?
That, like, curiosity.
Yeah,
I would see people smoking, drinking, whatever. But, like,
right.
That was one of those things where I was like, I just like to do bad shit, honestly. Like, I was a troublemaker in school. And, you know. Like, I would be around these kids my age and, like, had soaked up game from these older kids. So I would be, like, I just, like, never felt like I fit in my grade, my whatever. I just was, like, doing bad shit felt good. I think that was, like, the beginning of, like, that alcoholism.
Oh, for sure.
Kind of shit, you
like
know?
The behaviors.
The behaviors of, like, it was addicting to go to the principal's office and be the kid that got kicked out of class and getting referrals and that type shit. So... It definitely made me, I was like, I left smoking weed being like, I'm definitely going to do it again.
Oh, shit.
So that was like the thing. I'm definitely going to do it again. That was like what I thought type shit.
I can relate to that too, actually. I was actually a really good kid at first, but I struggled and shit catching up with my classmates. And then when I got older, I just kind of had like the case of the fuck it's.
Nah, for sure,
you
bro.
know, I was like, I'm not going to be nobody. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, for sure. I relate to that, G.
And then, so when you started at 8, did it just kind of escalate a little bit, or was it just a little gradual, slow?
No, it was. It definitely escalated. Like, probably took a few years, but like with the weed and shit and alcohol, like so, like, what's the trip is I remember that first experience smoking weed and not getting high. Yeah. And then I don't remember the next time I smoked. Like, the way my mind goes is, like, from there, I just remember being a full-blown stoner. And that was probably, like, 10 or 11.
Yeah. That's
10 or 11. I'm like, my old homies would have me roll the blunts type shit. They're like, Baby Neeks be rolling them swishers, bro. For real. Like, I roll a mean swisher. I'll pack a 3.5 in the swisher, bro. For real.
Damn.
No, I can roll blunts like a motherfucker, bro. But, yeah, so, I mean, I don't want to make my older homies sound like they're bad influences. Yeah, they were bad influences.
Yeah, you guys were.
But like, yeah, but the thing with those kids, it was like me doing hard drugs was like that was out.
Absolutely.
Like I never did hard drugs with any of my older homies that introduced me to like that let me start smoking bud with them. Like it was so adapted in the culture that it was like normal to see little groms like smoking cigarettes and shit as little kids. Right. You know, so but yeah, probably and then I remember around 12 years old, like I was selling weed type shit. Okay. I was selling weed, drinking, not drinking every day and shit, but like, you know, it would be like the, you know, seventh grade or like, damn, I was a 12-year-old freshman actually. What? So yeah.
How'd that happen?
Bro, so yeah, I would have graduated at, so I was 12, turned 13 freshman year, 13 turned 14 sophomore, 14 turned 15 junior, and then I would have been 16 turned 17 as a senior. Wow. So I was always younger.
Yeah, you were young. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that means like 10, 11 I was like drinking heavily on the weekends.
No shit.
You know?
Like like weekend warrior type shit.
Yeah, and like, you know, maybe a couple days during the week it would be more like meet up with the homies and drink a 40 together. Like we're splitting a 40. Like if there was alcohol there, I'm going to drink it, but I didn't like really like start drinking heavily probably till high school. When I started doing other drugs, alcohol was just always there. You feel me?
Right. It's accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always been a thing. Like even like when I was like in high school and stuff, like weed and alcohol were always.
Shit,
like,
my bad. Can I hit?
Oh
this?
yeah, go ahead hit that shit.
My bad,
You could vape in here.
But
yeah, it's always a thing. Like weed and alcohol was always accessible, and it's always like it's socially acceptable, and
yeah, for sure.
it's just people are gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Even a little bit of cocaine.
Oh,
That's how I got started with that.
Oh yeah, that was probably like one of the first like I guess harder drugs.
Harder drugs.
Or actually, I mean, I did coke a little bit later. Like for me, it was like Xanax and ecstasy.
Oh,
like we used to this heavy. Like we fucking,
really
yeah. It was like growing up listening to Mac Dre and Andre Nicotina
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit. It was like Mac Dre, we were eating ecstasy, and on Nicotina, we're doing coke. Nicotina raps about coke. But like,
yeah.
I mean, that was all probably kind of morphed in, but I do remember like the first time I did coke, like I was rolling already. So we were like playing beer pong and we like all popped a pill. We were popping pills and shit. And then like we did coke. I wasn't a fan of snorting shit. I think that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Like
you rather just take it like a pill.
I would rather smoke some shit, honestly.
I'm
a smoker.
Throw it in the blunt.
I'm a smoker, bro. I'm a smoker for sure. Yeah. That's why it's like I can't put these vapes down, G. I don't even think nicotine is like a real thing, bro. At least for me, like I don't crave like, oh, I need like I'm like I just want to blow smoke out.
I feel you.
I'm still spiritually sick.
The ritual.
Yeah,
the ritual. Man.
I'm still sick.
I feel that, dude.
Yeah.
I had to quit smoking because I couldn't fucking breathe anymore, and I was like in my early 20s, dude.
Bro, I relate. Yeah, started smoking cigarettes so fucking young. But yeah, that's the next thing I'm trying to kick is the vapes. That's for
sure. So like. I was gonna ask you too. So when you're popping ecstasy, was it like those little caricatures, like those little?
Nah, that shit came later, bro. Like,
oh really?
Like, so my favorite pills were purple whales.
Purple whales?
Yeah, purple whales. Like, yeah, purple whales. We fucking.
I've never seen one.
They were like they had two. They were literally purple and had like a whale on the bitch.
Oh shit! But yeah,
they had two or like everyone was double stack, triple stack. It's got this, that, and the other, and you take you're like, bro, it was a meth bomb, bro. Like that shit wasn't anything. But these purple whales, bro, like I took them. That was one thing. I never fucked with hallucinogenics.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll shoot heroin, but I won't do acid. You know what I mean? Like that's me, bro. Like,
boundaries.
I'm not fucking doing no weird ass shit like that, bro. I'm not trying to see. But yeah, that was the thing. Like these have 2CB, which is like mushroom extract.
Right.
And like every time I would roll, I would always take like at least 5 pills. Like, bro, we would take a lot of pills. Like I would always eat 2. I'd put 2 in my molars and crunch down 2 because you want to get that double peak. Like you don't want the singular. That shit finna wear out.
Yeah.
And just in case they don't smack, at least you pop 2. So one of them bitches.
Or one of them will hit.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, bro, we were fucking, bro. Me and my homie Michael, dog, we were going to like his cousin's quinceañera or something, and we popped them. Yeah. And bro, we were fucking hallucinating, bro.
Really?
Like, bro, yeah, I was like, it was my first, but it was like that's what I really liked about them is they felt all euphoric, but like, I was kind of getting visuals and tripping, like that. Not to fucking romanticize. I love ecstasy, bro. I fucking love ecstasy, dude. I didn't do a last time I rolled, I was like 16, and then randomly this relapse. I went out at 21 after having 3.5 years sober. Yeah. And I never even thought, but like just before I got clean, like almost like 18 months ago or something, I was randomly taking ecstasy again. And I like fell in love with it. Wow. Well, I haven't done this since I was a kid. Right. But yeah, that's probably why I'm like romanticizing because he's so hard right now. That shit was.
I'm sorry. I'm triggering you.
Nah, you're good, G. It's a blessing that we can laugh and. Right. And it's like, that's the thing about being an addict. Like, I love when people are real in meetings or whatever. It's like, bro, like, I'm not going to sit here and say I hate getting high. Like, I love getting high, bro. Like, that's why I fucking did it. Like, I drink and I use because I likes the effects produced by alcohol and drugs. Right. And, like, that's what differentiates me from other people is, like, they can destroy my life and everything in it and how I feel about myself, but I'm going to keep doing it because I fucking, not only do I mean, I lost my power of choice in using. Like, I couldn't do it no matter what. I had to do it, especially with the physical addiction that comes with opioids. Like, you have to do it. Right, but it's like, bro, like, I fucking love it, dude. I fucking love it. And that's, like, what's fucked is being like, I am so in love with this, I can't picture a life without it. Yeah. And that's why I feel like so many people are so trapped because it's like, it doesn't seem realistic. Yeah. Like, I didn't. I don't know, bro. It didn't seem like this time around. It was heavy. Like I really was like, bro. I would think back to being sober and in the rooms and all this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, there's no way, bro. Like especially being on fentanyl this time around.
Right.
I'm like, bro, there's no fucking way I'm kicking this. Like this shit is too strong. It's got too much of a hold on me. Like I was doing like smoking like 3 grams of Fetty a day, bro. Like oof. I was doing so much, bro. And it's not cool. I'm not trying to flex. Like this shit's ridiculously dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. So that's why I fucking love my life so much. You feel me? And I joke around and have fun because I didn't think I was gonna make it out, G.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. I've seen the effects of that shit. Trust me.
Yeah. I mean, even shooting like. Don't get me wrong, it might sound fucked up, but that's when fentanyl came out and I first did it. Like I literally like I thought that it was a good thing. Like this is like for me.
Oh yeah.
For me, bro, because it let me put the needle down.
That's right. You're right. You're totally right.
I'm like, there's no way I'm putting a needle down. I had the gnarliest damn near romantic.
It's a romantic
relationship with this fucking thing, bro. Like I see an orange cap today, and I'm like, don't I get a boner, G? Like that shit crazy, gang.
Well, hard on.
No cap. Nah, but like really, bro, like that shit is gnarly, dog. Like, so like when I smoked this shit, and I really was like, bro, I don't even need to do a shot.
Nope.
I'm like, this is. I was so creased.
Right.
I was fucking lawn chaired, bro. Like. Crease. Like I'm like I didn't even need, and that's why for me, the way that my addiction had gotten with like like shooting up drugs and shit, like it was. That's another reason why I felt so hopeless. Like this relapse is because like I couldn't get the dope into my body. That was like the biggest issue. Like I just like had shot myself out so heavily that it was like, bro, I was like always like I don't even want to go into too much detail or whatever because but it was like I literally couldn't get in my body, bro. I was covered in fucking, I had infections, abscesses all over my body. Went to the hospital. I have a giant hole in my leg. I had gnarly infections that like they're like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to like stop this infection type shit.
Right.
Like we don't know what's gonna go on.
Pull all that Requiem for the Dream, chop that motherfucking limb
dude,
off.
Literally, bro. I met with an amputee doctor. No shit. I literally had to meet with them because they're like they were like, you need IV antibiotics stat. And this is in a hospital, Scripps. Or no, Tri-City.
Tri-City.
And they couldn't even, they had doctors around the clock poking me. There's like a law in California. You can like, they can try to get IV in you like a certain amount of times per hour.
Right.
Some shit. So I would get woken up around the clock. 5 a.m. nurses would come, try to get IV, couldn't get it. This went on for 3 or 4 days.
Wow.
Not one fucking nurse, doctor, anyone could get an IV or get a blood sample so they could do a culture to find out what this infection was.
Wow.
Because they were like, this shit's so weird looking. Like, we don't know what the fuck this is, bro. Right. So, like, coming out of that hospital visit, I ended up getting, like, a PICC line in my armpit and shit. Coming out of that hospital visit, and still, like, being like, okay, like, how am I going to get this shit in my body, you know?
Right.
Like, I didn't kick through that hospital visit, bro. I was doing dope the whole time in the hospital.
Of course you were.
Yeah, irregular.
I feel that.
But it was like, I'm like, so this happened, so now it's like, okay, like, I need to figure out something. And then, like, I found fentanyl. And I was like, holy shit. That's why I was
solution.
Like, oh.
I was about to do that too.
Yeah, and I don't want to, I know this is so fucked up and they've lost so many people. And I know you do so much, you know, charity, cool shit. So it's like, don't take that the wrong way. This is my story. No, I felt like it was a good thing for me.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't put a needle down.
Yeah.
And it was literally getting to the point where I'm like, I'm destroying my body. Yeah. Like on the outside, not just the inside. Like you can see I'm dying. Mm-hmm. Like when you look at me.
No, absolutely.
So I'm like, this was like, damn, that was like, and then when I was in the grips of that, it was a whole other fucking thing, bro.
It was quite of a trade-off.
I'm bibble babbling right now. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're good, dude. It's funny because you reminded me of a conversation I had with the guy that got me started on heroin. He's not clean.
Right.
But I saw him like maybe 3 years ago and he was strung out on the Fetty. Bad. He looked like shit.
Right.
And I was telling him like it ain't the same anymore. Like when we were fucking around, like, I mean, it was already been like 10 years from that point, maybe longer. And then he was telling me like, yeah, this shit is fucked up, but at least I don't have to find a pain anymore. And I was just like, fuck, dude.
Yeah. Well, fuck, that shit ain't gonna last forever. Like, I've shot Fetty, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and like a lot of the shit you see with like, you know, Skid Row and like, you know, Kensington and like, they're not smoking Fetty, bro. They're banging that shit.
Oh, for sure.
And it's like other shit too, that tranquilizer. I don't even know.
But like, the xylazine, the trank.
They're banging this shit, bro. So it don't end with just smoking it.
Oh,
bro.
no, for sure.
That's for damn sure.
It's progressive.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's only been around for a few years, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Fuck. Shit's crazy, G.
It is. What got you into opiates? I was actually kind of curious about that.
Fucking good old Oxycontin 80s,
oh,
baby.
Motherfuckers.
Yes, sir. I'm an OG.
Pharma.
Yes, bro.
Pharma got you.
Fucking big pharmason, bro. Yeah, no. It was another thing. We were fucking different crew of friends, but like, you know, more like closer to my age, like when I was doing hard drugs, I obviously had, when it was still like fun, you know?
Right.
You know, when it was still fun and shit, like I had a group of friends that, you know, we were doing other, you know, smoking meth and shit and fucking, it was when I still used, like when I found opiates for real, like I stopped using all these other drugs.
Oh, right.
It was when I'm still like partying, like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna do coke. I'm barred out and drunk and I'm like doing coke and like, oh, you have ecstasy? I'm finna pop one.
Cool.
And then the end of the night, we're like tweaking. You know, it was like, we're doing everything all the time. And then like one night we went to a Blazed and Confused tour. Oh. Slightly Stupid, Snoop Dogg.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was dope. It was for like the homie's birthday.
Uh-huh.
And we all rolled and shit and fucking, like this kid or whatever, like they would go to Mexico and get drugs and shit. Like they would get Xans and fucking, they would get ecstasy and they started, it was like around that, the fucking big pharma like days, like the Oxycontin, the 80 milligram drugs.
Right.
And like he had a bag of pills, and I remember we were in the like a party bus, and he was like throwing like ecstasy to people, like tossing them out like candy. And he goes in the bag and he's like, oh, I was like, let me get one. He's like, oh, you can't have that one.
What?
And it was an 80.
Mm-hmm.
It was an 80. He had a mix in the same bag and whatever. So later that night, after the whole party shit, you know, we ended up at the homie's house, and like the homies that were smoking that shit still kept it a little bit secretive. Yeah. It was like, oh, let's go in the room. Like, and like the foil, like they're, you know, and I remember like that night randomly, like just being, I was like, fool, let me hit that shit. Like they're like, probably help you sleep. I was like, because the homie came out of the room because we couldn't sleep because we had all been rolling. We were all fried rolling. And my homie had come out of the room and he was just like was lit and like that fool fell asleep. Or like he probably now knowing he probably just nodded out.
Right,
but
nod,
like,
yeah. Good nod.
Like,
good old
like,
nod.
So my brain remembers somehow I ended up in the room on the bed and I'm like, let me fucking hit that shit. And like I freebased Oxycontin for the first time that night. And like I don't remember what happened. Oh, I remember I got a gnarly ass stomach ache. I remember that. Killer ass stomach ache and like I don't know. It was just another one of those things, just like smoking weed. Like I don't remember really feeling the effects completely.
No shit.
Those are stingy with the drug. Oh, you can hit it once.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like the 80s were kind of rare. Yeah, they were like kind of expensive too.
Yeah, I think that's when they were kind of taking them off the market.
Yeah, it was. So they were a little pricier. So it was kind of like, I'm not finna let you just smoke this whole
bitch
bitch
can't
or
smoke
whatever.
my whole pill.
So I took a couple hits or whatever, and then that sparked that new interest of like, smoking shit off. Like this is kind of weird or whatever. But I'm like, whatever, you know. And then that was that. You know, I started smoking Oxycontin on the weekends and shit. Like we would I'd save up money all fucking week at school, and then like get like we called them ochos. Get 2 ochos and fucking and that was that. And then around that same time they stopped like making them. So right. So in order to get them, like motherfuckers were selling them for 50 a pill.
Oh, what?
And I'm like, yeah. And then somewhere around somehow the homies that really got strung out on them, they were going to Mexico and getting them.
Of course,
So obviously they're at the shack in Mexico and they're getting introduced to, oh, I got this for fucking even cheaper, and it was black tar.
Yep.
So we started, you know, then that was like the homies were getting black tar, bringing it over here, and like it was like. From there on out, it was like my life was a hunt to make $40 to get a half gram.
Right.
And it was like, half gram, $40, 1 pill, $50. A pill is a session.
Yeah.
Half gram, it's like I can break it down into pieces and save it for a day and a half.
You could, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it would get me through the day, and I'd save a piece for the morning before school.
Yeah, you'll wake up.
And then before I knew it, I was completely addicted to fucking tar. And I remember sitting in like my second period class or some shit. It was like a fucking history class, 9th grade year. Maybe this might have been sophomore year, but I remember sitting there and being like, feeling so I didn't smoke that morning, and this was after maybe like a couple weeks of smoking, probably almost every day. And then just like sitting in class, like feeling like shit, like my back kind of hurting and feeling weird. And all I could think about, I'm just texting my bro, can you please come drop off a dub like to the back parking lot? He's like, bro, I'm not bringing fucking a dub to the back parking lot of your school.
Right.
And I was like, bro, please, just like begging this fool. Like, and then like this was my first thing that I actually clocked. And I remember like I didn't have money. I had like $5 for lunch that my mom gave me. And I fucking asked everyone for money, $1. Wow. And I got $18. And I finessed homie to drop off a dub, and I pulled up with handed him the 18, took the dub, and he's, bro, this is 18, dog. What the fuck? You know, like, oh, you fucking stingy ass connects. Dude, this is only 18. I'm never doing this again. Oh, wow. But that's the thing. I'm like, I didn't care if I blew off the connect. No, I didn't care who I borrowed money from. I didn't even remember. Oh, you better get me back tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, I got you tomorrow. For sure. And I don't even remember. Like, where's that dollar at? I'm like, what? Like, but that's the thing. It was like, it had that much of a hold, and I remember that. That was like my first time being like, I'm in the grips. Like, right. I'm fucking, nothing is stopping me. I am going to finesse the fucking homie to drop it off. I'm going to finesse the money from everyone. I'm going to leave class for as long as I can and be on my phone. Like nothing mattered. Class didn't matter. People I hurt didn't matter. The connect didn't matter. No. All that mattered was getting that piece and fucking smoking it in the bathroom and feeling better. Yeah. And like the rest is fucking history. It was just all about staying well. Yeah. That's all it was.
Yeah. It's no longer fun and games anymore.
Just a race to stay well, you know, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that was like my whole high school, basically, until I went to rehab.
Oh, shit. What led you to go to rehab?
That.
Well, like, was it like family that kind of intervened?
Yeah,
or was it like,
it was.
Got popped?
No, it was family, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I did get in trouble. They found like a fucking ounce of weed in my backpack at school. But like, my mom already knew I was like smoking bud like that. So that wasn't like a surprise.
Out and open.
Yeah, no, I actually went back to school after the weed shit. But yeah, it started to get noticeable, and like I started to be burnt. Like I had like a bong on the patio in the apartment.
Yeah, just not giving a fuck.
Well, my mom knew I had the bong, and like she would let me smoke weed on the patio and shit. But like I had a little desk with like a pull-out drawer, like a little like nightstand desk on the patio that I would put like lighters and weed or whatever And I started like I would smoke my black on the patio too, and I would just crumble the foil balls and throw it in there. And then my mom starts finding foil balls and shit, and she's like, "What is this?" And I told her I was smoking hash off the foil. And she's like, didn't really believe me, but she wanted to. So like she believed me for a while. She was like, I don't think this is how you smoke hash. Like, right. And then obviously one thing led to another, and like she found out I was doing heroin, and yeah, I went to Phoenix House.
No way.
Phoenix House to Scanza. That's where I met Melody, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
You known her that long?
Me and Melody, yeah. Melody's my girlfriend, by the way. But yeah.
Hi, Melody.
Yeah. I met her in rehab. We both went to the same rehab when I was 16, and I think she was like 6. She was 16 too. She's like a little, like less than a year younger than me.
Oh shit.
But yeah, we just met there. She came in when I was like leaving. We were probably there for like a month together.
Oh no shit.
But yeah, I went to that program, bro, and I Phoenix House Descanso.
Yeah, is that the is it Beans and Rice Jesus Christ, or is it Behavior Mod?
It's low key like neither of those, dogs.
Oh, like, really?
Low key like some hood shit. It was like
really. It's
like some Mel was there like on some placement shit.
Oh, right.
Like, cause she was in like foster. Shit,
yeah.
Like, didn't have a place, and she was in and out of juvenile hall.
Yes.
So basically, I was like the only kid in there that was there for like my family, put me there. Yeah, because of like my drug, like it was a place that you could, and like my mom didn't have any fucking money, bro.
Yeah,
so it was like
drop them off there.
Yeah, it was like some government shit, type shit. Like I was like allowed to just go there. And my mom like
she signed over the rights. And
she's like, take this fucker,
take this fucker away from me.
But everybody else was all like juvenile hall jail kids.
I see.
Some of them were about to turn 18 and go to the big house if they didn't get sober. So it was like a lot of kids that were always popping dirty drug tests and about to go to like jail.
That's
like
where
just
they'll send
like
them.
Troubled youth and shit. It wasn't 12-step based. Yeah. At all or anything like that. Wow. So yeah, I was there for 10 months inpatient.
So was it like a lot of classes or? Well,
yeah, it was like we had like groups and shit, and we went to school and shit. And like It was pretty cool, honestly. I had a good time there.
Yeah.
It started out, was like, my mom was like, all right, you'll go for 30 days, you know? And I'm like, all right. And then like 30 days turned into 90 days. And then like, bro, it was one of those things where the more I stayed, the thing with me is like, I'll talk about my shit. Like as of right now, I'm not trying to like be honest or whatever. It just fucking is just rolling off my shit.
Yeah, right.
So like I would be in treatment, being in class or therapy or whatever, and I would be letting my therapist have it, like talking about everything and talking like my buddy, fucking rest in peace, Taylor Brown. Fucking, it was like one of my really, really good friends as a kid. He was like the first homie that died from heroin. So he passed away when I was 16. Like, so this is man. That was another thing like that led up to it. It was like, my mom was like, what the fuck? Like Taylor died? Like this is my son's close friend. Right. He died from a heroin overdose. Absolutely. I think it probably, damn, this never clicked for me until right now. That's a fucking trip. I'm getting goosebumps right now. My mom was like, probably like, what the fuck? My son's close ass friend just died from a heroin overdose. Right. My son's doing heroin. Right. So that, because I went to rehab probably a couple months after that. No shit. And that was like a thing where I was like down to go to rehab. I didn't get sent like that. It was like it was a decision. It was like, right. I was underage. So like, no matter what, my mom was going to send me there. Right. I went, I went willing. I was like, I don't want to be doing heroin. I just lost my close ass friend. Like it hit for me. I was like, this is fucked up. Wow. And I remember being like, I'm done. When Taylor died, I remember being like, I'm fucking done with this shit. And like really wanting to be done, but you know, never, that was the thing. I realized how fucked I was. I was like, there was a time I literally threw my dope away. Like, I threw my morning piece away. Fuck this. I'm going to take a sub tomorrow before school. Right. And I wake up and I'm ripping my fucking house apart, bro. Exactly. I'm like, there's got to be something smoking old foil. Like, and I'm like, okay, bro, I can't just quit. Like, I need to do, like, I already knew. I'm like, okay, I need help. I can't just do this. Like, and I learned that early on, bro. So I went to that program and I stayed sober and I enjoyed it. I think I smoked like, we were smoking spice in that bitch and shit. Spice! Well, people would, you know, when you were there for long and you were like a good kid, like, or you had like good rapport there, like you started they started trying to like, you know, check you out a little bit. Like you would get like a 6-hour pass where your mom could pick you up and then you get like 18 and then, or like a 10 and then it was like the 24. So when people would go on their 24-hour and go back to their hood, like motherfuckers would bring drugs back and shit. Of course. Yeah. So I was like, I think I smoked spice a couple times in that program, but for the most part, I didn't do any drugs. Like, I stayed sober the whole time, and I had a high. I don't know the word, bro.
Man, is spice even around anymore?
I don't think so, dog. That shit's some other shit.
It is.
I think it's like the chemical keeps getting banned, so they keep like making a new
brand. Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, I left that program like wanting to be sober. Like I was like, it was more. I left wanting to. Like sober for me was like smoking weed and drinking. So like I was like, I can't ever do heroin again. And Xan's like, I know if I take a Xan, I'm finna do anything under the sun. Yeah. So like I knew stay away from Xanax and you'll be good and stay away from everything. Right. Yeah. Basically is what I thought. So I got out that like the night I got out, I got drunk and got stoned. And then it happens. Yeah. Started doing heroin. Of course I started doing heroin again.
And so, you said that you were clean for 3 years though. So was this like kind of like after that?
Right after that, yeah. I was like, you know, when I got back on dope, I wasn't like happy about it, you know? Like I was like, fuck, like doing the same shit again, bro. Like, and now my mom knew. So it was like, also that's why I'm like, all right, now I'm fucked. Cause like my mom already knew that I'm a fucking junkie, 16-year-old junkie, bro. Like,
right.
So it was like,
straight up.
My old tricks didn't work. I couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it was like, now, no matter what, it was like my mom knew. So like when I started using again, my mom knew. Yep. And it wasn't instantly like, let's go to rehab. It was like, okay, son, let's do this together. Like my mom didn't understand that she couldn't help me. Right. And like she has a lot of guilt about that. You know, she's like, fuck, maybe I could have loved him better. Or like, was it because his dad wasn't around? Like, you know, she has her own like mom guilt. And that makes me so sad. But she understands now. That like, you know, unfortunately I have a disease, bro. So like she could have loved me. However, she could have been a millionaire. She could have done everything right. And for me, it would have happened. So but she knew. And so it was like, son, like, let's like, you're strong enough. And we would have these like deep talks where I'd be all loaded, like, oh yeah, for sure, mom. Like, we're going to do it. I'll start going to meetings and shit. And like, you know, we would make these like sober plans. Oh, I'm going to drug test you every Friday. Like, and it was like, I just still couldn't do it, bro. So like, yeah, one of my homies that we used to like do shit together. Like, he had moved to Houston and got sober.
Yeah.
And he was literally like, he was the only homie that was like, still in that mindset of like, you're clean if you're not doing hard drugs.
Right.
He was the one homie that was like sober for real.
Yeah.
And it was mind boggling to me. I'm like, so we would talk on Facebook and shit like, bro, so you're really like sober, dude?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Yeah, fool, I don't do anything. Like, dog, you gotta come out to Houston, dog. Wow. Like, it's so fun. I'm in this program and shit. He's like, we be playing Red Bull Pong and there's bad bitches and shit. Dude, he finessed my ass. Like, right. He's like, and he was like, bro, you could come live with me. So like, it was this program called fucking Cornerstone.
Oh, okay.
And it's like an APG.
Okay.
It's like an alternative peer group. Low key, it got like shut down for like some kind of suspect ass shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like weird, kind of weird controlling ass, like kind of almost like those like wilderness things where bad shit was going on. Right. It was like that, but like not a wilderness program. They had like an outdoors program where you could go on wilderness trips. Yeah. But it was really like a dope, like a big program full of kids. And there was like different sections in Houston. There was like a Kingwood section, a fucking Woodlands. These are like different areas of Houston, like suburbs. And then there was like altogether there was like 500 kids and all. And every Saturday it was a downtown meeting where all the groups would meet up. So it was just a gang of sober kids, bro. Wow. And we would hang out. It was dope, bro. I had a lot of good times out there where like we would party sober. Like, like fools would have like parties at their pad and shit. And we'd play fucking Red Bull Pong, and do dumb scavenger hunts and all type of fun shit, bro.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, so he was like, bro, you could move in with me. Like,
wow.
And it was like a family thing. So like, in order for a kid to go to this program, their parents had to be in the parent program.
Oh.
So like the whole parent was involved. So it was like, they had these shit called guest homes. Yeah. Like, oh, you're going to a guest home. So if you got in the program and your parents were like, he needs help, you would move out of your house and move in with another family that's been in the program. Wow. And they would let you, a host family. Oh, no They would let you live in the house. Wow. And you would go to group with their son, outpatient, whatever you were doing. So my host family got to be my childhood homeboy and his mom and his brother. And they're junk dogs too. Like his brother was one of the gnarliest needle freaks ever. Wow. And fucking he was sober in the program. I worked the steps with both of them. Wow. And fucking great dudes, Nate and Gabe, my fucking loves. I love them so much. Okay. But yeah, so I went out there and I got in that program. I did the outpatient and that's where I got introduced to AA.
Oh, fuck, dude. And up in Houston?
Yeah, Houston, yeah.
Houston area?
Yes,
wow, that's cool, man. How were the meetings over there?
Shit, they were dope, bro.
Oh,
like,
they?
Yeah, they were fire. Like, I mean, when you were in the program, like, you had to hit a meeting every day. You had like a checklist of shit you had to do. Right. So like, and not all of us had cars. We were kids, so it was like sometimes it would be kind of hard to get to meetings. So like, you would hit like your local meeting spot that was near you. Mm-hmm. But like, you know, I grew up in that program. Like, I got a car in that program, got a job, got a girlfriend, got an apartment. Like, I did all that shit. The
whole thing.
Yeah, and like through that program was still a part of the program, you know. And then like I got a sponsor outside of the program. I got a sponsor in AA strictly.
I see.
So like, and then I got a home group, and like, because of the way I did it, I transitioned out without being so dependent on that program. Like there was kids who finished the program like 5 years ago and would still show up to everything because they never built the foundation in AA. Right. So like they were so dependent on that Cornerstone program. Yeah. Like, I built a foundation in AA, so I was able to transition out. I see. And like really just like work the steps and shit and have like my own home group. So
no shit, dude.
Yeah, it was dope, bro.
Wow. And so the entire 3 years you were sober, you were up in Houston.
Yeah, 3.5 years, bro. From 17 to from like the end of 17 to fucking I turned 21 there. I started drinking when I turned 21 though.
I was gonna ask like what led to a relapse, but
it was a bunch of shit, bro. Like, that's when I really got into making music and shit. And I like went through a couple like, you know, like my first love breakup and shit.
Oh yeah, that's always
like,
rough.
Yeah, like, and I fucking started focusing more on music and like doing shows and shit and like. It was just all about music, bro. And I fucking, my house turned into like the Kick It house, and I started letting people smoke and shit and drink because we had a studio in that bitch. Like,
right.
And then I turned 21, and I was like, well, bro, I haven't done heroin in so long. I was like, I know I'm never gonna go back to that.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I'm so far from that. I could take a drink though.
Yeah.
So like that was my logic.
You're an adult now.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't understand that I was an alcoholic too. I knew I was a heroin addict and a drug, but I didn't know that I was an alcoholic. So that's what got me this time around. I call myself an alcoholic. I don't introduce myself as a drug addict. I introduce myself as an alcoholic.
Wow.
Because I usually go to AA meetings.
Yeah.
So that's just my cup of tea or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I fuck with everything. I'll love a good AHA meeting.
Yeah.
So I could go and really talk about all the fuckery,
Right.
But like, I just like, it's not hard for me to say I'm an alcoholic because I already know I'm a drug addict.
Mm-hmm.
Me saying the words I'm an alcoholic was more difficult.
Absolutely.
So that's why I just introduced myself as an alcoholic.
Absolutely. I actually had the exact same struggle. The exact same thing. Because I never was like chemically addicted to alcohol.
Right.
I was never like it wasn't my first or second or third or even fourth choice. You know what I mean? But I know I have a family full of fucking alcoholics.
Right.
And I just know like if I put that shit and it goes in my mind and in my brain is just like wondering why the fuck is there no opiates fucking receptors on and this other mind altering shit. It's just gonna be a matter of fucking time till I just go, fuck it, I'm gonna call the fucking connect.
Yeah. Once it's like the disease is just trying to find a weak spot, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And once that little, weak spot gets fucking poked at, like that could be the alcoholic. And you may fuck around and drink for fucking 5 years and nothing may happen. You may not crash a car or get a DUI, or you may not even do some beaks at the bar.
Right.
You might stay away from it all. But like, if you're a real one like that, like eventually, bro, like something's gonna happen, and it's like, but that's just for like the real alcoholic. Bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you might be a fucking hard drinker, or moderate, like you might just be able to take it or leave it if something bad enough goes on. Like, that's not me, bro. That's another thing why I say I'm an alcoholic, is I feel like if I had really worked the steps and knew that I was an alcoholic and not just like a drug, like I still had an experience doing the steps. I had a spiritual experience for sure. Yeah. But for some reason, like, I was the type of fool that would read the book and like every time it said alcohol, I would say heroin.
Yeah, of course.
Or like I would scratch it out and put heroin. So it was like,
they literally told us to do that in rehab.
Yeah, my sponsor told me to do that because he just wanted me to see the similarities and not the differences.
Right.
But it was like, I wasn't even really doing that anyways. Like the book was hitting for me anyways.
Right.
I'm like, this shit's fire. I see myself all in this.
Right.
But, had I really known that just because I'm an addict, I can't touch. If I really knew that if I drank, I would go back to doing other drugs and my life would still become unmanageable. If I would have known that and knew I was an alcoholic, maybe I wouldn't have had this fucked relapse being 29 years old, getting sober again. Started my whole life over, bro. Yeah. Like I just turned 30, fool, and I'm starting from fucking scratch, bro.
I feel you.
Like, but
look at where
I see God in it all, bro. Like all the bad shit that I thought was fucked up, and like this time I never got in trouble with the cops my whole using, bro.
Really?
Never did.
Woo.
And all of a sudden it starts being every fucking week when I was living in Phoenix, and that's where I was getting high this past time. And fuck, bro, I was getting caught with fucking dope every other fucking day, bro. Like, I come to California. I come to California to go to a detox, actually. My sister convinced me.
Right. Wow.
Because my whole family knew I was using when I was in Phoenix. It was a known thing.
Right.
And my sister hit me up. Yeah, my sister hit me up and she was like, yo, like, this girl that I know from back in the day, like, she works for this really dope, like, detox program. They said you could go for free, and it's in Del Mar. Like, I went to this mansion, dog. It was fucking insane. I was literally blacked out on Xans the whole fucking time. I don't remember anything. I snuck like 50 fucking fake pressed green bars into that shit and was eating them the whole time. And then like, they found them because I was like passed out.
You just left them out.
Yeah, I was passed out in the closet, like nodded out all high and shit. And that's what, they took my bars. They took all my money. They took everything from me. But like, you know, obviously they gave me my shit back. They didn't give me the drugs back, but I'm fucking veering off. My bad.
No, you're good.
I came out here to go to a detox.
Right.
My sister, I was like, you know what, I'm finna try it for my sister.
I see.
You know, and I came out here and I went to the detox and shit and stayed for a couple of days and I was kicking fentanyl. And it was like, bro,
the roughest.
It was like the first couple, I was high the first couple of days, you know,
right,
and then
right,
when
right.
it was like, they found my shit and my shit was really gone.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know, that's the thing. It's just so delusional. I'm like, I'm literally going to a detox. Like, why am I bringing 50 bars and like 5 grams of Fetty? Like, why am I in a detox?
And it happens all the time.
Why am I in a detox? You know what I mean?
Right.
They gave me the nice room upstairs with the personal bathroom with like a golden bathtub. I'm in that bitch like blowing clouds of dope and fucking like a god. Like I'm on vacation like Scarface.
Yes.
It was so dumb, bro. Like it was the dumbest shit ever. But it was like, yeah, I eventually, you know, when it kicked, I was like, I knew it was gonna end. But
right.
I brought enough for it to never end. But like, in my head, I wanted it to end, and I was hoping to get clean in this program, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I ended up getting on the Suboxone. I had to wait a couple days so I didn't go in precipitated withdrawal.
Right.
But they had never, you know, I had never kicked Fetty before, so I didn't. It was I'm sure it was different than heroin or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Because like I could take a sub. I don't even have to wait the whole 24 hours. When I'm coming off of heroin. Like for me, it was like I could take a sub 15, 18 hours. I don't have to wait the whole thing. That was like my experience with it or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, this time I waited like 2 days because you don't really kick with Fetty. You're not kicking. It's like something about it. It's like in your body. Like you don't start coming. I wouldn't start withdrawing till like day 3, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I was doing a lot. So maybe it's, you know, and like mixed yeah,
it was just staying in there for a while.
And mixed with Xanax, I think there was something. It was like
probably.
It was prolonged or whatever. But like day 3, I started feeling really sick, and they're like, "Yeah, you're totally good to take it." Like, and I took it and went into precipitated, bro. After fucking 2 days.
Wow.
So I went into precipitated withdrawals, and literally like it was the most fucked shit ever. So now I'm kicking fucking.
Oh fuck. Dude.
It's like a opioid kick already intensified because I'm coming off of fentanyl. Yeah. But now it's precipitated, so it was like a double whammy. And it was the gnarliest thing ever. I lasted like a couple days, I think. Right. You know, they were like, the lady was like some African nurse, like, so the doctor told me to give you more, like, give you more. And I'm like, bro, like, she barely spoke English. Like, I love my African queens too. I'm not hating. Yeah. Shout out.
No hate.
But she like didn't speak English.
And I was like, it's very frustrating.
And I'm like, bro, I'm like, I feel like I'm dying. And she's like, the doctor said just take more. And like, I was like, she's like, you'll feel better after this second dose. Yeah. So I was like, fingers crossed, the second dose kicks in. I take it. I fall asleep. I like literally knocked out, like unconscious because I was in so much pain. Yeah. And I woke up kicking again, so gnarly. And I was just like, that's the last thing I remember before I refused my meds. I refused them. I didn't take them for a full day. Wow. Once my precipitated started to wear off, I took a fucking $180 Uber to Santa Ana to pick up.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, bro. I paid $180 for a fucking Uber out of this place, and I brought a couple with me, bro. Well, they wanted to leave. They were from Santa Ana. Like, they were wanting to leave, but they're like, there's no way, we're broke. And I had bread at this point because I was like selling drugs in Arizona. I see. I went here like, and I had a few thousand cash on me. Yeah. So I was like, I got us. Like, he's like, my sister, like, you know, sells dope or whatever. I was like,
let's go then.
Say less, bro.
Say less.
Yeah. So that was that. Dude. That was that. And then I ended up getting arrested there with 17 grams of dope and all. No way, dude. Yeah, fucking, I was so cooked, bro. Oh, but yeah, so I got arrested there, and then I ended up getting my car back, going back to Arizona, getting arrested in Arizona. It was just like boom, 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 boom. Yeah. God was just like, God was like making the road smaller and smaller and smaller. And I still kept running down that road, bro.
As we do.
Still kept running down that road, bro.
As we do. Take on our wheel.
Yeah. But that's what led me to, like, you know, getting sober.
No
basically,
shit,
it was
man.
all those, a mixture of all that and my mom and my family, bro. Because they reached out and they, you know, I reached out too. I was like, dude, this is like,
you're done.
Yeah. I was like, this is like, I was done in my head, but I wasn't done, you know, obviously, because I came back to California with my mom and shit. Fucking, I lost my car out there, crashed my shit, and it was like I had nothing. I just like lost my apartment.
How we usually go, right?
Yeah. So it was like, yeah. Basically, I came out here. My mom packed all my shit up, and fucking went and dropped a bomb on her life for a week. Fucking kicked Fetty cold turkey out of her house for 4 days, bro.
Really?
Before I ended up, getting a little bit of like, stuff to help me or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, and I fucking got sober at Rainbow Glen, bro. Alcoholic detox.
Really?
Yep, no medication, dude.
Ooh. Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. It's almost like that's just the only way to do it.
Bro, it's like, I mean, I had like 4 Subutex.
Uh-huh.
I had like 4 Subutex. And like that, and I didn't get those till like 5 days in.
Yeah.
So like I was on some exorcist shit at my mom's house. Bro, I'm not kidding you. This shit's, it's funny, but it's like, bro, that puke. Shit was
green puke.
It was literally like that shit where it's like, like people are like, oh, I feel like my skin was crawling, or like I was trying to get something out. Like, bro, kicking fentanyl literally felt like, dog, there was like a straight demon inside me, bro. I was rolling in the middle, and it's like, I had no control. I was screaming, fuck, like in the middle of the night, screaming and rolling around. I couldn't stay still. And my poor mom, she would stay up, and she had to wake up for work, and she would just like, put a washcloth on my head and just like, it was like, dude, I haven't even really thought about this shit since right now. So this is gnarly, but yeah. I don't know, bro. I did that, and
And so you kicked. You went through this fucked up ass withdrawal. What'd you do right after that?
So, one more thing. I actually fucking, I was like trying to get sober, thinking I didn't really know what I wanted to do still.
Right.
I wanted to get clean, but I'm like, ooh, now I'm back in California. Like, this is I could start my run over again. And like,
oh yeah.
I had a few grand still type shit. I was like, oh, I could still pick up and start living in a hotel again.
Right.
And I was like, bro, literally that's what I was thinking.
Right.
And thank God I was at my mom's house, because it was, every time I saw her, it was like that thought got a little bit quieter. I was like, damn, fuck.
Right.
Like, cause she was like hoping I was going to get sober,
Right.
She just knew I had to she didn't even mention it while I was sick.
Of course.
Cause she knew it's like, he's fucking sensitive. I'm not going to bring up him going to a program. Like, she just unjudgmentally, like unconditionally just loved me and let me fucking kick and just stay at her house. Yeah. And it was like my last try of trying to get dope. I was hitting people up down here.
Oh shit.
And like trying to, like, I didn't know how much of an epidemic it was down here with the homeless people.
Oh,
I was like, I could have literally went down to San Diego or went to Oceanside and could have found it. But in my head, I'm like, I'm not going to go buy it up. I'm like, I want a lot.
Right.
I want to make it and sell it and keep this ball rolling.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So like, I fucking hit up my homie in Arizona, my connect, and I was like, yo, I'll fucking cash app you right now, 700. Like, let me get an ounce. Like,
right.
And he's like, got you. And fucking dropped it off the post office, and it fucking got caught at the post office.
Wow.
And there goes fucking $700 of my dollars.
There goes,
And my mom looked through my phone.
Oh.
And she saw, I'm checking that fucking UPS app every second. When's it coming? Wow. And there was like it said something like, stop, like it never left Arizona. And I'm like,
wow.
And then my mom went through my text and saw me talking to him.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck, mijo? Like,
right.
What the fuck?
Right.
Right. And I'm like, I know, ma, like, I'm fucked. I know. Like, I'm like, I don't know. I'm fucking done now. I was like, that was my last fucking try. Like, and then like my sister and my aunt and shit showed up the next day and fucking prayed on me, bro. Straight up. She fucking, my sister and my mom, my aunt, they put their arms around me and shit. My sister's all into the church and shit.
Right.
My mom is a lot too. And she fucking
whipped out the rosary and the Bible.
Bro, I don't know, whatever the fuck she did, that shit worked. That shit worked, bro. I had a spiritual experience in that fucking chair, bro. And my sister's arms and my mom's arms around me and shit.
Absolutely.
And fucking, like, she just prayed that I fucking find it in myself to do it,
Yeah.
And I literally went to detox the next day.
Yeah. Wow, dude. That's such a God shot moment though, dude. Like,
so heavy.
Absolutely.
Super heavy, dog.
Absolutely, dude.
Now I'm like crying, bro.
Oh no, you're doing so good.
Thanks,
I got the tissues right here too.
Oh wow, is that why they're there?
Yeah.
I remember you jacked off right here or something.
It could be one of those too. Dude. So you went to detox, and did you end up going to residential, or was it just?
I got sober at Brother Benno's.
Oh,
shout out Brother Benno's, fucking
Brother Benno's,
fucking dope ass program in Oceanside where they feed the homeless people every day and shit.
Yeah. I'm like, I know I've heard of this place before.
Yeah, so it's like Brother Benno's is like a outreach foundation thing where it's like they feed thousands of families and shit. And,
wow.
Or I don't know about thousands, but probably thousands of people.
Right.
But like, it's like for impoverished, like, it's for the less fortunate. It's for fucking poor people and families and shit, and for homeless people. And like, if you're homeless, you can, if you get like you get a little card and you get your name in the system, right? And they get their mail dropped off there. They can shower there. They get a hot meal.
Oh, I see.
And then also if you're like a family or whatever, that they have another side where like there's toys and fucking dog food, and they make these boxes of canned food and meat and shit, and you can come and pick that shit up. Yeah. And if you're in the recovery program, you live for free. It's a free program, bro. This is a free program.
That's pretty crazy.
You live for free.
Yeah.
At their place, but you work there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you work. We get up at 4 a.m. and we go to the center and we set up. We fucking feed the homeless people in the morning, and then they do like routes. They have like big like trucks and shit where you go and pick up food from all these grocery stores all around North County and shit. Okay. And then you bring the food back, and then that's like our job. We feed the homeless, then we go get the food, and then we sort through all the food, organize all the food.
I see.
And like, if you're in the program, you get to eat whatever you want and take whatever you want. So like, cool. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, there's this fucking fool in Francisco, this old Mexican cat. Yeah. He ate fucking, how many days is 6 months?
6 months is 180.
For real?
Yeah.
Nerd ass boy. Okay, he's motherfucking 180 steaks. 180 steaks. He would say that for because he ate a steak every day in Brother Benno's. So on his last day, he was like 180 steaks. I don't sound Mexican, but like he didn't sound Mexican.
It was a little Arabian, but
bro, this fool sounded like that, bro. He had a weird ass accent. He was from like some rare ass Mexican fucking spot. Like,
oh, that's so funny.
But yeah, while I was there, 60 steaks because like I was in the first phase with him for a couple months. Yeah. So I reached 60 steaks with him. But like that was like the thing, bro. Like we ate like gods. We were cooking in that bitch. Right. But like, yeah, you had to work the steps. You had to get a sponsor. Okay. So it was like, this is a 12. And that's the reason why like I fucking got a sponsor. Fucking I met my sponsor at Rainbow Glen. He came and spoke on a panel at Rainbow Glen. Oh, no shit. Shout out Josh Harvey, baby. TV Pod Gang. Oh, yeah. TV Pod Gang. Temecula Valley. Yeah, sure. That's my dog. He came and spoke and fucking... Cool. Yeah, bro. I fucking had a spiritual experience in detox, bro. He fucking pulled me out, and I was fucking still kicking dope and felt like shit. And I heard his story. I asked him to sponsor me. And he fucking asked me 3 questions and told me, well, I'd carry it on to other people. And fucking... I made a promise I would take other people through the steps, and fucking this fool hugged me and said he's proud of me. Wow. And it's going to work, bro. Like, just call me every day. And I called him every day. Wow. Started working the steps the moment I got in Brother Benno's. This fool would drive from Temecula every Sunday. Wow, dude. This fool would drive from Temecula to Oceanside. Wow. Do step work with me. Take me to Temecula for a young people meeting. We'd go to the meeting. Then he'd drive me back to Oceanside and drop me off that night, and then drive back to Temecula.
Fuck, dude.
So all you motherfuckers that got sponsees that are pussy right now. My motherfucker boy Josh went bananas for me, bro. And I'm sober because of this motherfucker, bro. He just held my hand and put it in God's hand, bro. That's all he did. Wow. He held my shit until I did enough work to where I could see God, bro. Yeah. And he dropped my hand right there, bro. And fucking...
Ready to go.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing, dude.
Dopest fool ever. I love that man, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I love that, too. That's fucking service right there.
Yeah, he's a real one, bro.
It's fucking awesome.
He's a savage.
So, sir, how long have you been clean and sober now?
I'm about to pull the fucking...
Pull it out.
My spiritual toolkit app out to give y'all the identical, I mean the exact, the precise 1.61 years, baby. 19.34 months, 590 days, 14,178 hours.
Wow. There you go.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
I love going on this app because I love the hours.
Right.
So for me, like the days is obviously gnarly in the months, but like it doesn't hit the same, like, brother, because I'm a motherfucker who was it was hour by hour. Like, when I was even using dope, it was hard for me to not dig into my dope every hour. Yeah. Because I'm like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I gotta make this shit last, you know? Yeah. So it was like, even while using, it was hard for me to stay sober for an hour. Mm-hmm. So take the drugs away, staying sober for an hour, that's fucking insane. So like, yeah, if there anyone fucking that's out here, how many people listen to this shit?
I don't know exactly because I can only trace the downloads, but we're at 11,000. I think almost 11,500 downloads.
That's fucking
bars,
that's bro.
Cool.
Numbers. That's numbers. That's sick.
Yeah.
But yeah,
from all over the world.
That's so
from
beautiful,
all over
bro.
the world, dude.
That's fucking congrats and thank you for doing this shit, bro.
Absolutely, dude.
Been trying to get me down here for a minute.
I know. We're playing phone tag and all this shit. So
so fuck if anyone's listening to this and they're like, it just shit doesn't seem possible.
Yeah.
It's like, just know, like everyone thinks that. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna speak for everyone. I thought that it was definitely not possible for me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's to my core, dog.
Absolutely.
Like, I was looking at a fucking like bunch of time in prison this time around.
Right.
For these charges and shit.
Right.
And like, by the grace of God, I got sober and fucking those cases, you know?
Yeah.
Because of my sobriety in the program and shit. It was like, I was in a felony diversion program and all I had to do was stay sober to get my felonies dropped and I couldn't do it. And I just left Arizona and went to Benno's and they reached out to Arizona and was like, I know he was supposed to stay sober when he was doing it out there, but he's doing it now.
Yeah.
Like, is there any way you could, like, I thought I was still going to go to prison, but I still got sober. And fucking, they worked it out so I could stay sober and do Zoom classes.
Wow.
And fucking knock out this felony diversion program. It took fucking like 6-7 months to finish.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I had to do all these crazy. They would mail me my drug tests, and I had to do a mouth swab so they had my DNA in their system, and all this crazy.
Right.
I had to have it mailed out by a certain time, jumping through, you know. Right. And I fucking did it, bro. And you know, those charges are dropped, and I'm clean and sober, and like,
fuck yeah, bro.
Fucking, this shit's very doable, but I mean, it's not doable if I feel like if you haven't like been through enough.
Absolutely.
You know, if the shit's still fun, have fun, fool.
Absolutely.
Get done.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
Just, you know.
Absolutely.
I don't condone any of the fentanyl shit. The shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of friends to that drug specifically and to opioids in general and to all drugs, bro.
Right.
To everything. Gun violence, suicide.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking all across the board for the people I've lost. So it's like, but especially, I don't want anyone to take light if people are listening to think that I'm like, you know, promoting like shit.
Absolutely not.
Fuck fentanyl, bro. Straight
absolutely.
Up. But it's like,
that shit.
It's my story, dog.
Absolutely.
And it's my story, and I'm not proud of a lot of the shit that happened as a result of that drug and all drugs, but it was like, you know.
It's part of your path.
I can't judge myself for that shit because it's just dope now that because of that, motherfuckers that are in detoxes, a couple panels I've spoke on and shit, people are like, you don't hear about too many sober fentanyl addicts, bro.
You don't.
They're either using or dead.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I feel like
absolutely
the exception. Sometimes I'm like,
you are part of a very small group of people.
And that's the thing. It's affecting so many though, that a lot of kids are on these blues and on Fetty that are in these programs. Yeah. A lot of the programs out here, motherfuckers are on that, but it's their first go. They're like, oh, I need to get off the blues. And like, and then, you know, they're not expecting someone to be like, oh, yep, blues, smoked 1,000 of them.
Right.
Like, they didn't get me high anymore.
Right.
I couldn't smoke blues. They didn't do anything. Like, I'm like, that's where I'm at, bro. And I did it.
Right.
Not because it's tight. No. It's because it's like, bro, I literally got to that point and I got sober. So it's like, fuck, bro.
Absolutely.
We need more fucking sober fentanyl addicts, dude.
Absolutely. I'm all about that.
Yes, sir, dude.
Well, man, I really appreciate you coming on here again, bro.
Was that an hour?
Yeah, we're at an hour.
On the dot?
Almost on the dot. We're like 1 minute over.
Bro, I fucking...
No, you did great.
Bibble babble. Did I not let you talk?
No. You did great.
Selfish and self-centered to my core.
I want to ask you one more thing.
Dude, ask it up. Let's chop it up. I'm feeling good right now. Let's chop it up.
Let me just ask you, so you're doing music. Where can people find your stuff and where can...
I'm on all platforms and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I was a little late to the DistroKid Spotify game and shit.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, bro, yeah. When I was making music, it was just SoundCloud. Like, I'm a part of that.
It gets kind of a bad rap, SoundCloud.
Yeah. I mean, I was doing numbers off SoundCloud, though, bro. Like, we were really the OGs of, like, that era. Like, I've seen so many people come up, like, all around me of, like, people that I knew personally, like, really, really blowing up and making it. So it's a don't hate on SoundCloud.
Uh-huh.
I bet you your fucking favorite rappers right now were SoundCloud rappers.
Right.
But they just, they made it bigger.
Right.
All it was a place to put music out for free, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty rad, though.
I still use it. So what I'm getting at, though, is all my music is on SoundCloud. Not all of it. Like, I've deleted so much shit. And like the majority of my shit is on SoundCloud, ggneeks. But I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, too. But I don't have all of my music on there yet.
Okay.
So I'm slowly kind of putting out my old shit on there.
Oh, I see.
But I have a good amount. I actually just dropped an old tape called Junk and Love.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Relatable, yeah.
Very relatable.
Yeah, that's on there and some older shit. I just dropped a song on Distro like last night, or 3 nights ago, so I'm waiting to find out when this shit comes out. But yeah.
That's cool. Do you play live?
I haven't in a long time, bro.
Really?
I haven't done a show in years.
Why not? Just kind of.
I just don't really know like how. Like I have like one of my really really good friends. Like he's like literally my childhood, my brother. He's popping. He's gone on a lot of tours and shit. But it's like, he worked for that shit. Like when I was getting high, he was fucking grinding.
No shit.
So it's like I'm just nothing but happy for him because like we were doing this shit together and then he fucking found a lane. And
Right.
He popped. So like, but yeah, I mean, if someone said like, let's do a show, I would be a fucking special guest and have fun and perform some shit. But like, I'm not like trying to do shows, or whatever. Like, I'm just not looking for it, bro. I'm fucking in barber school, dog. You feel me? I'm fucking, I'm doing other shit. Like, yeah, I'm in barber school full time.
Oh, that's right.
I'm fucking, trying to fucking find a lane.
That's a good little trade, man.
Yeah, fucking my mom's a hairstylist. My daddy was a hairstylist.
Oh, no shit.
2 of my really close friends own barbershops. Like,
all right.
It's just shit's in my blood.
It's in your blood.
Yeah, for real. So it's something fun for sure. It's fun, dude. So yeah, if anybody wants to get their fucking dome botched by a new barber,
that's right.
Pull up West Coast Barber College.
There you go.
West Coast Barber College, Mission Ave, El Camino Real, there, the little cut. I got you on the fresh botch.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, you gotta fuck some domes up till you get it right.
Right.
But no, I'm kind of, I'm getting it. I can cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only like my fucking 3rd week cutting.
Oh, no shit. Oh, this is really recent.
Yeah, I just started. It's been this past week was my month being there.
Oh,
it was my 4th week that just passed.
Oh, okay.
But your first week, you're just like learning shit and working on mannequin heads.
Right.
And then you're literally on the floor cutting clients' hair on the week 2.
Ooh.
So you're just, fucking domes. Fucking up heads. You're just fucking heads up. No, I mean, not really. But like there's instructors there that come and fucking fix if you're just dusting someone's shit.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a $10 cut, bro. What do you expect?
Right.
Right.
I mean, for me, I just shave it all off if it really sucks. My hair grows fucking quick.
Yeah, pull up and get a cut. I got you. It's only a $10 cut. If you want to tip me, you can tip me. But yeah, no, it's fun. Yeah, no, there's great barbers at that school.
Fuck yeah,
great barbers. My hair right now is fake. I don't have curly hair. I have straight hair.
What? That's fake?
Well, I mean, it's a perm, dog.
I was like, was it a wig? What the fuck?
No, it's a perm. So like we're learning about chemical services right now.
Oh.
So, like we're learning about perms and they're like,
okay.
We could perm someone's hair. I was like, you think we want to do it? And no one was down. I was like, homie, fuck me up, dog. Just fuck me up, dog. Yeah. But I mean, the shit looks real, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking big perm, homie.
Big perm.
But yeah, so we're having fun, dude. I'm practicing new shit, new chapters in life, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just trying to fucking.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Keep going crazy, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, fuck yeah, dude. Well, thank you again, man. And we'll wrap this bitch up. And I'm gonna get you a little follow up because I think your story is fucking amazing, dude. And I wanted to see your road to recovery. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like you said, man, being a gnarly fucking fentanyl addict and getting sober is a big fucking deal.
Thank you.
It's a really big fucking deal, dude.
Thank you, bro.
Absolutely. Much respect, homie.
Thank you, doggy.
Yes,
Love
sir.
You, G.
Absolutely. All right. Well, goodbye, everybody.
Later.
This is the Fuck Fentanyl guy letting you know if you or a loved one is injured in a motorcycle accident, then call 1-800-Lawtigers for a free case evaluation. We are available 24/7. That's 1-800-Lawtigers. with over $1.5 billion recovered in verdicts and settlements. Nobody got your back more than Lawtigers.